I'm making this video because it's enough. Like, honestly, it's heights of nonsense and heights of Indians behaving like Indians wherever they go. I've noticed this thing that when me as an Indian as well, when we pay for something, we feel we are entitled to do however we please. We go into our wild, unruly self. We do however we please, and we are happy. We are not concerned about people around us. What happened is I went to watch this movie in the cinema halls, and I think it would be my first and last experience of watching a movie in Indian cinema hall. I'm done. Honestly, I'm done. Firstly, the moment I entered the cinema hall, it was so chaotic. There was no queue, no civic and civil sense amongst people. Let me tell you, all of these people I'm talking about are educated, literate, live in good communities, in good suburbs of Delhi. And yet they behaved like animals because, well, they paid freaking 1K for a cinema ticket that now they feel entitled to do just the way they want. Entering into the cinema is one thing, but now once the movie started, it was a different ball game altogether. There was ringing of phones in the cinema halls, and not just like one ring, but continuous ringing to the point that the owner of the phone just blatantly ignored his phone, apart from ignoring the people surrounding him. Indians feel like they're living in their living rooms or their bedrooms when they enter a cinema hall. Whether it's ordering of food in the cinema, or it's ringing of their phone, or kids being a nuisance. I was sitting in a lower seat, and then this huge family of 8-9 people with at least 4 kids. They weren't kids, they were notorious. I don't know what to say, but they were super notorious and ended up sitting right behind me, and he was behaving like a true animal in a human form. I'm not at all sorry to say this, but he had to learn his manners. What he did was he kept on banging his leg on my seat headrest. I, being patient me, I resisted for once, twice, 3 times. Then the 4th time I was like, this dude is doing it continuously and I'm not able to enjoy my cinema experience, which I don't know I did for how long. Maybe after 5 years I had gone to a cinema hall and I really wanted to watch this film. Thought it would be a comedy film, but it turned out to be a extremely bad experience, not because of the film but because of the surrounding crowd and just the Indian mentality. I brought this issue to his parents, who were sitting right next to him, watching his kid do it and not say anything at all. You know why? Because they paid the same freaking 1K rupees that I had paid. But they felt they were entitled to the status of king and queen of some invisible throne. So that's that. That happened. I reached out to his mother and his father. His father just could not speak anything at all, even though he was fully dressed in brands, from Gucci glasses to shoes that I don't know were of what brand but looked extremely expensive. Yet, they did not have brains, the basic civil sense to teach their child not to bang or rather behave properly in a cinema where public is present. His mother, who was trying to be the star of the show, just came back at me and she was like, "Oh, he's a kid, he doesn't know." That's it. I was like, okay, well, if he doesn't know, please tell him not to do it. And guess what? That still did not help. The kid still kept on banging, and his excuse was that he wanted to pee, but his parents weren't taking him to pee. What age are we living in? Some medieval age or prior to that age? Like, this is the capital of India, and this family I'm talking about was a rich, well-to-do, educated, quote unquote, literate family. And that's what you get. That is what I got. Midway during the film, which is interval, we had delivery boys or employees, whatever we call them, delivering snacks. And when these smart people deliver snacks, they switch on their phone lights, shove it on our faces, and check whether the customer is the one that needs to be fed those snacks. I want to enjoy my movie with a peaceful environment, with no cracking noise of snacks, whether they are nachos or popcorn or some Diet Coke drink, which is gonna turn out to be super unhealthy later on. But I did experience having these employees put the screen light right in front of my face just to check whether I was the right customer for those snacks. I don't know why this video is full of rants, but I'm actually fed up. Indians really need to behave themselves. In India, Indians behave like they own the whole of India if they pay for something. But those same very Indians, when they go abroad, their mouths don't open. Forget their mouth, their bodily language changes to a next level that you can't imagine they were the same people who were banging your seats in India. It's a fact. All Indians would agree with me. I might have done myself during some age of my life, and I am ready to admit it, but I'm also not one of those people who, if they are pulled out in front of a crowd, told not to do something, would yet do it again and again, especially if it's irritating some other public. And finally, how can I forget this one? When audiences come half an hour late onto the movie. The movie is playing well, everything is going smooth. After an hour, you have a group of people arriving late, and again with their big Apple phones, torches on, trying to find where they're supposed to sit, not knowing who to ask for help, but they know to switch on their torches in their phone, and very smilingly, with full perfumes on their body, they want to disturb the experience of other people enjoying the cinemas. I don't know how many of you have similar experiences of attending Indian cinemas, but for me, it's been such an obnoxious, hurtful in a way, and also draining experience of watching a film in an Indian cinema hall, whether they are the torch lights of other people or employees delivering snacks with their torches on or just making a lot of noise, or it's people banging on the headrest of my seat. Let me not forget the unhealthy conditions of the seats, even if you pay 1000 plus K. Like, I'm sure you guys might also have good experience or a bad experience that you would like to share, and I would really take this as an opportunity to please, whether you are an educated or a not so educated Indian coming from a rural, urban, town, city, whatever environment, please do not disturb other audiences in cinema halls. मेरी दरखास्त है आप सबसे, सारे इंडियंस से, कि जब भी आप हिंदी सिनेमा में मूवी देखने जाएं तो अपने आसपास की ऑडियंस का ख्याल रखें. अगर आपका फ़ोन स्विच ऑन है, स्विच ऑफ कर दीजिए. अगर आपका फ़ोन स्विच ऑन है तो उसकी जो रिंग टोन है उसको वाइब्रेशन मोड पे लगा दीजिए. एम्प्लॉयज़ जो सिनेमा हॉल के देख रहे हैं, प्लीज़ अगर आप स्नैक्स डिलीवर कर रहे हैं तो अपनी वो टॉर्च तेज़ बीम पे ऑन करके अंदर मत आइए और किसी के मुंह के ऊपर प्लीज़ मत लगाइए, क्योंकि उनका एक्सपीरियंस बहुत डिस्ट्रॉय होता है एंड उनको अच्छा नहीं लगता. उसके अलावा प्लीज़ किसी भी काइंड का शोर मत कीजिए, क्योंकि हम पब्लिक इन्वायरमेंट में हैं और आपके अलावा जो लोग हैं वो भी उतना ही मूवी को एंजॉय करना चाहते हैं जितना आप एंजॉय करना चाहते हैं. अगर मैंने कुछ गलत बोला हो कमेंट्स में ज़रूर बताइएगा, बिकॉज आई एम वेरी विलिंग टू हियर योर थॉट्स, एंड इफ़ यू गाइज हैव अ सिमिलर थॉट or not, or if you think I'm wrong anywhere, please let me know. My horrible Indian cinema experience.